Good morning, class, and it's Sunday morning. You possibly going to get stuck into your assignments today, tomorrow, and I wanted to give you some feedback in terms of what we found in the last assignments that you submitted. And I hope that's going to help you to improve your marks. Now, some students did quite good assignments, but a lot of you are making the same mistakes. And they're not just the same mistakes within this group, they're the same mistakes that we saw in all the presentations. And I'm wanting to address this early on for your sake and also for our sake. It's clearly much easier to mark a good assignment than it is a poor assignment, so we both win. Now, most of the students jumped into assessing the case study against the various measurements for success without stating right up front that this is a medium tech project. You must remember that it's so important to set the project in context so that your answer is more meaningful. So, for example, a 5-month overrun is unacceptable for a medium-term project, but perhaps not for a high-tech project. Number 2, and this is the same thing that always comes up. You must refer to the case study in your answer and back up what you're saying with facts and figures from the case study. Talking generally about project success is not going to get you marks. It doesn't answer the question. You must show that you can understand the question within the context of the case and provide an answer that is substantiated by the attributes of that case study. I'm hoping that, although I'm stressing this early, that you will address this, because even though I stressed it early last time as well on the previous presentation, students continue to make this mistake right up until the end. Number 3, your answers often lack structure, and you should attempt to structure your answer in terms of the question. So read the question carefully and frame your answer, frame the structure of your answer towards answering the question. Now, big thing is that you were told how many marks the question has, and this week, question 2, for example, asked for 3 factors and an explanation how each one impacted the project performance. So lots of students got 3 factors. For example, you could have said lack of user involvement and the user coordinator was not appointed until later in the project. That would be 1 mark. That's identifying the factor. To get the extra 2 marks, you would need to say exactly how that factor contributed towards spoiling the project. So it's no good just giving me the 3 factors that you can find. And some students didn't just give me 3, they gave me 5 or 6. Which ones do I choose to mark? That just says to me you lack confidence in terms of answering the question, which says you don't really know the right answer. I want 3 factors, not 6. And then I want you to explain how each factor contributes to poor performance within the project. Number 5, a lot of you submitted really good answers, but a lot of you submitted answers which were riddled with sloppy writing, poor grammar, spelling mistakes, sentences that just don't make sense. Now, Derek says in his video to you that project management is about communication, communication, communication. Written communication is really key to project managers. When the writing is poor or difficult or impossible to understand, I can't guess what it is that you mean to say. I've got to mark what's in front of us. Now, there's a resource available, it's a UCT resource to help you improve your writing skills. Please speak to Yasira about getting access to this if this is an area that you're struggling with. Finally, I want to conclude by saying sometimes I get the feeling that students are scanning the question, determining the subject area that the question relates to, and then they dump on me everything they know about that subject area. That is not answering the question. So if you want better marks, read the question carefully, structure your answers properly, and answer the question. And if you do this, your life will get better, and so will mine. Have a great Sunday, everybody. Bye-bye.